Hey guys, it's Monday, January 29th, almost the end of the month, and it's the start of a new week. I hope it's going to be a good start for everyone. Today it's going to be 11 minutes nasal breathing, 1 pumps, some pull-ups. So, fairly easy session, as easy as burpees ever get. More or less recovery session from 20 minutes of Navy SEALs yesterday, 20 minutes of 2 pumps the day before that, and 20 minutes of 6 counts the day before that. So it's been a couple really good 20-minute sessions, and I'm a little sore from the addition of dips yesterday. That feels good. I'm going to get in my 11 minutes, I'm going to get in my pull-ups, and then I'm going to go out for a walk with my heavy hands. It's been 2 or 3 years since I've used my heavy hands. For those who are of a certain age, which there's not many of us here, me, Tony, Rob, I think we might be, Duncan. I never include Duncan in that older category because he's still a young man. But quite a few of us, some of us, are of that certain age where you might remember the heavy hands. They were a pretty big fad in the 70s and 80s. I used them in the 80s, and I've used them over the years, on again, off again. It's a great workout, and it's something I need to make regular practice. It is simply walking with hand weights specifically designed, but you're not just carrying them, you're swinging them, where you can do curls or certain motions, ski pole, single arm ski pole. You can set it up in sort of a medley. I like this doing what he calls the pump. They were invented by Leonard Schwartz, who was ripped all the way up until his 80s before he passed away. So, for whatever reason, I just have this intuitive urge to get out and move with some weights in my hand. It's the same as that little intuitive voice told me to start doing my 5 Tibetans as my morning yoga workout, and that seems to be helping my back. We'll see if things keep up. As well, it's the same thing that told me to introduce Yoga Nidra as a regular part of my practice, with the reduction of my yoga asanas in the afternoon due to my back injury. That was an odd replacement because I'm lying in Shavasana, corpse pose, basically in a yogic sleep. But it has been an invaluable practice for me over the past several weeks. Let's get going, guys. Enough talk. Nasal breathing.
Very good. It was tough. It felt like my
excuse me, heart rate jumped up early in the session,
and I had to work at maintaining reps,
gaining some extra time, which I did, and bringing my heart rate back down all at once while maintaining the nasal breathing. So I saved a minute plus. If I had just done the 10 reps a minute, would have given me 110. However, my second to last minute, I got 12 reps. And I had an additional minute saved up. So I ended up getting 126 in 20 minutes. Pretty good. But remember, and this is more of a reminder to myself than to anyone, that I am not overly concerned with the counting of reps. You catch my breath, guys. Drinking some water. Catch my breath, and we'll proceed with pull-ups. I may or may not do another set with 20 pounds. The goal is to do it for a few workouts, get used to the feel of it, and then I'm going to drop back down to 5 and work my way back up again. The next cycle I work up, the goal is 25 reps, or 25 pounds. Minimum 2 sets of 5. And it feels like a minimal effort day. Some days those first few reps fly up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of effort. Probably going to take about 2 minutes here, guys. 2-ish. We'll see. I feel bad stepping off camera, so I'll stay close by. Continue the conversation as best as I can. I'm still out of breath from 11 minutes. It was a good 11 minutes. It was a good, just what I needed. You know, you can go 11 minutes on the clock, and you know you're going to push yourself a little bit more pace-wise than you would if you're thinking in terms of 20. It's the same with racing. You're going to approach a 5K, 10K differently than you are a half marathon, a marathon, and most definitely an ultra. Let's hit that second set of 5. I'm definitely also feeling the dips. It had been probably 2 months or so since I did dips. which is a good reminder to make it a habit. All right. Let's take another minute. I suspect 20 pounds 2 days in a row is going to feel a little bit heavier. We're going to close out with some easy, simple breath work, pranayama. We never outgrow the basics. There's always more esoteric, involved breath works that we could do. All of them have value, but nothing has more value than the simple breathing patterns that we start out with. The easy breath, the full yogic breath, box breathing, 4x4 breathing, 4x8 breathing, alternative nostril breathing. Breath of fire for the morning. All right, 20 pounds. One more rep for the day. That's all I gotta do. Dead hang, chin over the bar. All right, guys. That should do it. So we're going to do the full yogic breath, or the three-part breath, as it is also called. And it is a great way to reset the nervous system, to de-stress, to bring things back down to even keel, an even playing field. That it is the perfect recovery breath. I said recovery twice. Because your initial recovery, as you saw at the end of my 11-minute set, when I went all out for that last minute, the initial recovery, put your head down and get in some air. Simple. You just need to breathe. Whatever way you can find to suck in air, suck in air. Now there are other methods, obviously. This is the most instinctive. You can sip in air through the mouth, purse your lips, exhale through the nose. Sometimes they're hard to remember. You sort of got to train yourself to get to that point. The most basic, again, put your head down and breathe, pace and breathe, pace and breathe. Once you've recovered and you've achieved that steadiness of breath again, sit down, do the full yogic breath. We cover this a couple times a week, and I always return to the basics of the teaching, that we are breathing in through the nose, filling the belly naturally with breath, not overextending it, just allowing the belly to fill. We carry that breath up, expanding the rib cage. We breathe all the way up into the clavicles. Two ways of releasing the breath. Some schools will say then clavicle, chest, belly. Others say then release the belly, clavicle, chest, clavicles. Let's do belly first, this way. So we start with the belly both times. We're going to close the eyes. We're going to put our hands in the chin mudra. Open on the laps, on the lap, relax. I'm going to use this hand to count. We're going to do 5 easy, full yogic breaths. relax. Let the breath flow easily, naturally, in through the nose, out through the nose. Belly is very gentle, filling up, releasing. Once we're done the 5 yogic breaths, we're allowing ourselves to be breathed. We're not putting any effort into the breath itself. We're allowing the breath to come and the breath to go. So we'll put our hands together. Simple and easy namaste. Remember, that means basically the light within me, the divinity within me, recognizes and salutes the divinity and light within you. Perfect way to go through the day. Just remembering that. Just offering life itself and all of its qualities, all of its many amazing aspects. A simple namaste. We can also use it as a natural form of forgiveness. The things that come our way that might be unsettling, unpleasant, that cause us to feel as if we've removed ourselves from that center line. And the namaste returns us back. Namaste and a breath returns us back to that center line, that even keel, our natural state of harmony and balance. Remember, balance itself isn't really a state. Balancing is a state. Life is always in flux. It's always in motion. Therefore, nothing has ever achieved that perfect state of static. This is it. It's always moving. It's always in motion. Our role is to balancing, and go through life with that sense of equilibrium, equanimity, forgiveness, or we could just simply call it grace. All right, guys, that's it for the day. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I have to remember, I'm supposed to keep saying, like and subscribe. I imagine if you're here, at the very least, you've already subscribed, hopefully. And if you're new, if you have a channel yourself and I have not seen it, drop a link. I'm here to support, you know? So if I'm unaware of you, unaware of your channel, my mistake. Certainly drop your link and we'll fix that right away. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you later today.